Hey guys, Tanner Cherney up here in Devils Lake, North Dakota. Just wanted to give you a quick on the ice report, tell you how things are shaping up now we're in the new year, give you a conditions update and also bite update. Yes, the rumors are true. We've had a pretty snowy December up here. Nevertheless, you can still get around, but word of the wise, if you are coming up to Devils Lake and you have access to a snowmobile, a four-wheeler with tracks or ATV or side-by-side with tracks or a snow bear, your life is going to be a lot easier. Not to say you can't get around without tracks, you're just going to have to be a little bit more diligent about where you go. With the cold weather we've had, some of those snowbanks have hardened up, but there's definitely some soft spots out there. So be cautious, be prepared for that. But irregardless, there's still plenty of opportunities to get out. If you don't have access to any of those and you're a do-it-yourselfer, and you've got a pickup or maybe an SUV and you want to come out, there are some options for you to get out on a decent bite and actually have an opportunity to get on the lake, like Woodland Resort and East Bay Campground, both plow roads. Definitely worth the price for the day pass to get on their roads, not have to worry about getting stuck, and have an opportunity at a couple walleye or some perch in the process. But yeah, right now we're sitting with anywhere probably about 16 to 18 inches on the low end for ice and then pushing 2 feet on the high end. So things are looking great. We had a great foundation before we got any of the snow. So it's going to set us up pretty good winter here as we move through January and February. And hopefully we have another late season ice fishing through March when the perch fishing gets really good. But walleye bite's been great. Again, early morning, late evening, sunrise, sunset. Thing with this, I've always been telling people, especially I was talking to someone this morning about it, don't be afraid if you're setting up on an evening walleye bite and you know there's fish there and the last couple of days and it's getting close to sunset and you haven't marked anything. Last couple of years I've really noticed right at sunset you could sit there for 2 hours, not mark a fish, and then all of a sudden maybe 20-minute window right at dark, it just like the Vexlar just lights up and there's fish all over. So patience is key when it comes to the evening walleye bite. Dead sticks work great, tip ups outside, but again, buckshot with a minnow head or any kind of blade spoon like that, jig and spoon works great. Have a second hole with a dead stick and a full minnow. And like I said, North Dakota you have 4 lines, so it doesn't hurt to put a couple tip ups around the house outside, and you know what? You may just find your 5 walleyes in the evening or in the morning. Perch, again, nomadic basin roamers. Been a great perch bite to start the year. Hopefully that holds throughout the rest of the season. Again, 25, 40 foot of water. Biggest thing with perch right now is if you're able to be mobile, that's the key. They're always on the move. So a lot of our bait shops, the bite changes from day to day on areas, east end of the lake out in the flats, Black Tiger Bay. So a lot of our bait shops are very helpful in just at least getting you steered in the right direction. They've been biting over here the last 2 days. Get your butt over there. Find a couple fish. The biggest thing I like to say is pop a bunch of holes and don't fish a hole for more than 10 minutes if you're not marking a perch, because 9 times out of 10 those fish have already moved on or they're negative, and just keep moving until you find those active bite. You'll capitalize on 2-3 fish, keep moving. When it comes to the walleye locations, Pelican Lake has been a good area. A lot of options up there, but the biggest thing is finding structure, whether it's a rock pile. The old lake shoreline's my personal favorite, like out of Dock Hagen's. Get into 20-25 foot of water, find those inside turns where those fish are congregating and sneaking up in the bait fish, and set yourself up for a good evening of fishing. Things are looking great. We're going to keep you updated here as we move through the winter, give you the most accurate ice conditions, snow conditions, bite report, to hopefully that you get your trip up here this winter, you have a fun, enjoyable time, and you put a few fish on the table or release them back, whatever your forte is. But nevertheless, irregardless, if you do make it up here, you catch some fish, you have some fun. We love seeing everyone's opportunities out on the ice, so share your photos with us using #DevilsLakeND. Have a good weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next week.